What's up, party people? Really mixing it up. Yep, tonight. Welcome to KimmelsIrishPub.com. Time for another movie review. You knew it. I didn't have to tell you. I was planning on trying to do Justice League. I saw it in the theaters and I was going to try and do what I do, but it's really hard. So I might have to wait until that comes out on DVD. One of my I was very excited for that movie and I was going to try and do this. I still might. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But that's not what tonight is. That's just why I have this shirt on. Tonight, we're going to do Mother. So, Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, Michelle Pfeiffer. Sounds pretty good. IMDb got a 6.9. Rotten Tomatoes, 68% critics, 50% from the audience. So it's not that terrible, but from what I understand, the reviews on it are very bad. It's the synopsis that is a couple's relationship is tested when uninvited guests arrive at their home, disrupting their tranquil existence. So I've seen disgusting, very disappointing, real bad reviews on this. People were offended by it, so I don't know too much about it. Besides, you now know everything I know about it. But I'm going to start watching it here. I guess it's a horror film, so I'm not really excited, but I'm kind of, at least it's a popular movie. People have heard about it, and I am going to give you everything you need to know to determine if you want to watch it or not. I'm going to take one for the team for you. Maybe not. Could be another gem. We've had a couple of those, haven't we? Yes, we have. All right. I'm going to start watching this, and I'll check in a little bit and give you a little bit more of what it's really about. And I'll tell you if you should watch it or not. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Be back in a flash. Justice League reference. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Mother. It's at the 53-minute and 29-second mark. So far, so good. Not a lot has happened. So, Jennifer Lawrence and Javier are married. And they live out in what seems to be like in a country in a big old house that they're working on fixing up. Evidently it was his house growing up, and now they live in it, and they're, repairing it slowly. He is a writer, a poet, I believe. I'm not sure, what her profession is, if she has one, but that's their backstory a little bit. And then Ed Harris comes to visit them. Find out he's actually a fan of Javier's writings, and then surprisingly, Ed Harris has married to Michelle Pfeiffer, and she shows up. So they start to impose a little bit and are staying at their place, but Jennifer Lawrence's character is not really happy about that, but Javier kind of likes it. Then the next thing you know, they break something valuable, and so things start to go downwards, and then their sons come, and there's a little family feud going on. About the will and things like that, and she's already trying to get them out, and now they start this big family feud and a fight and everything like that. And so that's what's happened so far. There's a, just this family imposing on them while they're out there living, and it's kind of getting, now it's starting to get a little weird. There's a fight, and some blood goes on the floor, creates a hole. So I think there's going to start to be more supernatural type stuff, or spiritual stuff, I'm not sure, but so far there hasn't been really any of that. There's where she listens to the wall, she can kind of feel a heartbeat, but that's it. I don't know how to explain it, not very pertinent at this point, but that's what we got so far. We're about halfway through, and I think it's about to get weird. That's why I wanted to stop it here and let you know. I think it's about to get weird. Well, I'll stop in a little bit, or at the credits, and let you know how it's going, but that's it for now. Nothing too terrible, Alright, see you in a bit. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Mother, and I'm pretty disappointed in the film, to say the least. I understand when people say it was disgusting. There was this one part that would make it a strong don't watch kind of recommendation. Nothing that nobody wants to see or do anything, and if it had value to the film, I still don't think whatever. It has to do with the baby, so is that enough said? But let me just talk a little bit more about the film. As I had mentioned in my last check-in, Ed Harris, Michelle Pfeiffer, they come, they make themselves at home. It's kind of odd. There's a family feud, whatever. That ends. They go away. Okay, great. So she then becomes pregnant with her husband. And, I don't ever catch their names throughout the entire film. So we're just going to call them Jennifer and Javier as their actors' names. But anyway, so they get pregnant. Everything seems to be going well. One small thing where that guy was attacked, as I mentioned in Family Feud, he ends up dying. Not to spoiler alert, it's not that big of a deal. But where he was laying, that's where that blood and it was seeping through the floor, kind of weird thing. That's where she makes the baby room. I thought that was weird. But anyway, we continue on. So they have this, they're ready to, when she becomes pregnant, Javier gets, he breaks the block so he can start writing again. So he starts writing, he's all happy. This has happened and now new life is coming and everything like that. So it's like great. He starts writing, he's happy, she's getting ready for the baby, preparing everything. Everything's going well. And I know it's not going to end this way, but then, so he releases his work to her, and she thinks it's the most amazing thing ever. But evidently, he's also now shared it with his publicist, I would assume, who has now shared it with everybody. And now, for a second time, strangers start showing up at his house and just overrunning the house. They're just coming in. They're there to see him. It's like a press thing and everything like that. But it just progresses and progresses to absurdity. So not only did they come in and start taking over the house, but then just weird, crazy stuff. Like, there were people, I don't know, it's just all kind of crazy. I mean, it just gets way absurd. Like, so these people come in and they're worshiping him at this point. Okay, so you're trying to figure out, what does this all mean? What are they trying to connect here? And I have my theories, and I'll give you one of them. Like, is he some sort of god? And is that what they're saying? And he's creating a religion of some sort. And then I've also read that like she was supposed to be Mother Earth. I don't see that at all in this film. But I was trying to connect that. I couldn't connect it. I'm trying to see him. They start worshiping him, and they're doing all these different kinds of rituals. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it is. He's like some sort of God or Jesus or something like that. I'm trying to play that, but I mean, it just keeps going absurd. Like, there's parts where it's within like 3 minutes. They come in, they're like happy, he's signing autographs, then it just gets crazier. Then there's people in cages in their house. It's like, how did they get the cages built there? And then, cops are coming, the army's coming, and they're all attacking into this house. It's just like, it's almost maybe it's a dream. It's not. It's not a dream. It continues on and on and on while she's still pregnant with the baby, and then ultimately does have the baby. And he goes out to show his worshipers the baby, and this is when all heck breaks loose. I mean, it's not a good film. I thought there might have been potential. Like, you're thinking, why are all these people coming to the house and overtaking the house? There's some symbolism here that I'm not getting, that they're going to reveal to me at the end. And then it got to the point where it wasn't revealed to me on what was going on, so I read a little bit other professional reviews, and nobody else gets it either. At least the couple that I read, you know what I mean? And they have a lot better writing skills and vocabulary skills, and they know a lot about the directors and the producers and all that stuff. I don't even get into that. So they know all this stuff, and they just... Okay, so as the credits go, Javier's name in the movie is him. And Jennifer's name in the movie is Mother. Yeah, so they didn't have names, so I come to find that out. Anyway, so I thought there was like potential there, because you're trying to figure this whole thing out. There's some symbolism and connection between God and Mother Earth or something like that. But then when you watch the whole movie, it just, it falls off a cliff. So strong, do not recommend. 4 or 5 for me, probably more in the 4 area. Actually, the first 53 minutes was very intriguing, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting. I was like, I can't wait to see where this goes. I understand, based on what I've heard, it's not going to go well, but it had potential. You're trying to figure this out, what's going on, and this could end up being very interesting. A big twist at the end. Oh, that's what it was. No, you don't get that. You don't get that. You waste your time. And it's 2 hours and 1 minute long. 1 minute long. 2 hours to end up empty and void of, you really missed out on this one. So, strong I wouldn't recommend it. Hopefully, I saved you 2 hours of your life, and you can go watch another movie, Stronger. Don't forget, if you haven't seen my review on Stronger, check that out. That's very short. You don't even have to watch it. Watch that movie instead of this one. Watch that one twice instead of watching this one. So, that's it for Mother. Do not recommend. You know, great. She got no disrespect to the actors that were in the movie, but the movie was not great. All right, that's enough. KimmelsIrishPub.com. Thanks for tuning in. I think I might have saved you some time.